Jacob. As you know, we had met during the geometry session, moderator session. So there was a lot of demand. Children told me that, sir, talk about algebra also. So I would like to give you some tips about algebra paper also. So now the countdown has begun, and I know many students might have got full marks in your internal paper. That is 20%. I had spoken about it that at least you should get full 20%. But now the main exam, that is your World Cup, is of your theory, which is of 80 marks. Now I expect everyone should score around 75 or more than 75 in your theory exam. Now we'll just discuss something about algebra paper. Now there in the board exam, the algebra paper, if you see, question number 1 is your MCQ. Okay, 1A is MCQ of 4 marks, and question number 1B is your answer solve in for 4 marks. Is that clear? So the first question is of 8 marks. A is 4 marks and question number 1B is of 4 marks. Now there is no option in that. Now what you have to do is, you have to be very careful when you write the multiple choice, that is your MCQ. You should always write the question number, and with that, now suppose your MCQ answers are A, B, C, D. So you should always write question number 1, A or B, whatever. Now the board is very strict. If you don't write the sub question, what is the answer, then you will lose marks for that. Yes, students, I just want to remind you, remember whenever you solve MCQ, in that if you write once and if you cancel it, then again if you rewrite, they will not give you marks. They have given in the question paper only in the board exam. If you see the question paper, they have told in MCQ, once a student writes the answer, then he cannot cancel and rewrite. So be careful whenever you choose the MCQ. If you are having doubt, think over it, work over it, and then you write once and for all. Okay? Now question number 2 is activity based, which is fill in the blanks. So there you have to solve any 2 questions out of the 3, which is 2 marks each. Now question number 2B is of again 2 marks, where you have to solve. Now there also you will get one extra questions in both these questions, but we will not solve anything extra. Which you know best, that only you will solve, and whatever question number is given in the question paper, that only you have to attempt. Is that clear? Question number 3, in that sub question A, that is of 3 marks. Now they will give you 2 questions, out of that you have to select any one. Then question number 3B is of again 3 marks. There they will give you 3 questions, and out of that you have to attempt any 2. Okay, so whichever you know the best, that will attempt. Now many times students, they ask me, sir, question number 4, question number 5 will come from outside. Now see children, you should never get afraid of question number 4 and 5. It is all the sums related or connected to your textbook only. They may change here and there some numbers and all. So you should not get afraid. Now you have to always remember one simple logic. If you can climb first floor, you can climb second floor, you can climb third floor, then you cannot climb 4th floor, you cannot climb 5th floor. So many times students, they tell me, sir, question number 4, question number 5 is odd question, means I order thinking. You should never get afraid. If I can solve question number 1, 2, 3 comfortably, then I can definitely solve question number 4 and question number 5. Next thing I want to make it clear, many times what happens, students when they get the paper, question paper, they directly see question number 4 and question number 5, which is very, very dangerous. Now in that question number 4, question number 5, suppose you find a question which you are not able to solve, you will spoil the other questions. So don't see that. You start from question number 1, 2, 3 comfortably. Then when you come to question number 4, drink water and then you read the question, and then you can solve it very easily. I am sure you will definitely solve. Just here and there they may change the words or numbers like that. You don't have to get afraid. So question number 4 is of 4 marks. Question number 4 is attempt any 2 questions out of 3 questions, which is of 4 marks each. So that carries 8 marks. Is that clear? And it will be a big sum like that. So you solve it. And if you are having a doubt in any of the sum, you can solve first in your rough work, and then if you are confident, then you do it in the fair. Similarly, question number 5, you see, it is only one question out of 2 questions which they will give you, that is of 3 marks. And that also, if you think, if you are having doubt, and whichever you know the best, that you attempt. Okay? And suppose you have a doubt in your mind that this question which I have solved, it can be wrong, then you solve one extra question for 4 marks or 3 marks. So moderator will understand that you had a doubt in this sum, that is why you do it. But in oral paper, please don't solve anything extra. Is that clear, children? And now we'll start with the first chapter of linear equation. You know my name, no? Yeah, Joseph sir. Okay, so today we'll talk about algebra. Last time we had done about geometry, and I think geometry you found it easy. Yes, and you start studying. Yeah, let's hope for the best. Now today I will start about algebra. Okay, so all of you, those who are tired, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, now you know the weightage of the marks, no, in algebra. The first chapter is linear equation. Is that clear? If you want, you write it down. Linear equation. You can write at the index. So linear equation is of 12 marks. 12 marks, weightage of the marks. Okay. Next is quadratic equation. That is also 12 marks. Third is AP, arithmetic progression. That is also how much? 8 marks. Not 12 marks, 8 marks. After that, 4th chapter is financial planning. That is also of 8 marks. Next is probability. That is also 8 marks. And the last chapter, statistics, that is of 12 marks. So total, if you calculate, no children, it is of 60 marks. Now out of 60, you have to attempt for 40 marks. So it is very easy to score 40 marks in algebra as well as in geometry. You should score 40 marks. Is that clear? Now the first chapter you take linear equation. Okay. So we'll talk about